a touchscreen. Although everyone is guilty of doing that now.
Are you just touching the screen?
Everything is
hoping,
touching a screen.
I'm touching the screen. I'm touching it.
So we're live.
We're live.
Yes. Hi, everyone. We're live.
Hey.
Two Nerds and a Joke. Robert and Ernie.
Robert and Ernie. I'm Robert.
I'm Ernie.
He's Ernie. He's fantastic.
We're in the chateau now.
Yes.
We went French.
We went French.
I guess we didn't like Sanctum Sanctorum. I guess that's a trademark
Yeah.
and stuff.
I just watched it again recently.
Yeah?
It still holds up.
No.
It's a good movie.
I keep falling asleep. I'm sorry, dude. It's not one of my faves.
It's not for everyone. Not like in the top 5, but I enjoyed it. It's a good watch.
So,
yes,
we started our podcast early, so there's going to be lots of musings, a lot of ramblings, a lot of different subjects we may touch on.
Oh, and
first off, you might be wondering why we're doing this again from my place, and it's because if you live outside South Florida, we are like in the worst rainstorm time ever. It feels like.
It's been raining for 3 days straight.
Yeah,
all weekend, and it's looking like it's gonna be raining till Friday.
Yeah, possibly into the weekend. Right?
Yeah, so again, awful.
Yeah, Docking Bay 94 is still our place to go.
Yes.
Miss you guys.
Yes, we will come back.
We will come back once
the weather gets better.
Jeez.
Oh, and by the way, if you are following us on YouTube tonight, I know there's one viewer. We do have our comment box open.
Yes.
So we are looking at comments on YouTube tonight as well as Facebook Live. So you can comment and we will respond.
Comment Tuesday?
Comment Tuesday.
Or is this just because, this is the only time we ever do this live is on Tuesdays?
Well, yeah, it's just on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if we did it on other days live, what would happen?
We wouldn't have a job?
Well, yeah, that too. Suppose that's a good point. Yeah. I didn't really think about that.
We'd be unemployed.
Yes, which is not a good thing to be. So tonight's topics, we have a few things, and I know
a lot of things.
I don't know about a lot. Well, yeah,
it's a lot of things.
It's a big topic. So as everybody should know or may know, should know, may know, we have a theme each month.
And it's not Wonder Woman this month, apparently.
No. If Wonder Woman had come out last month, it would have made sense because you know what last month was.
May?
Yes. What happens in May? Mother's Day. Good Lord.
Oh, yeah.
I have to lead you to the drinking.
Well, I had to block out the month of May except for one day, which is my little girl's birthday.
Well, there you go. The rest of May wasn't that bad.
It
was pretty bad. We're going to move on. Anyhow, so we're going to talk about that. So we're going to go with Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Yes, because we're both fathers.
Yes.
Ironically enough.
Yes.
They've allowed us to procreate.
Somebody wasn't watching.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of movies recently, and in history of fathers, bad and good ones, absentees and otherwise. So that's the theme of the month: movies that have fathers in them.
Well, we talked about like fathers in general, like
right.
Like favorite movie dads. Let's start with that one. Favorite movie dads.
So we're gonna talk about a few things there. Was there anything else we're gonna talk about? Or is it really just all fathers?
We'll start with
figure out and we'll go there.
Favorite movie father.
Favorite movie father. I guess I'd have to go with Pete's Dragon's dad.
Which one? Which Pete's Dragon? The original?
Yeah. The coming back kind of thing.
You mean the fact that he left his son?
Yeah. And then he came back eventually and was a happy family at the end.
Wasn't expecting that at all?
Yeah. And that's up there. I'd have to go to the top 5 or top 10 list rather than Kevin Costner in Field of Dreams.
What, he was talking about the dad that...
Well, he's a dad, too. Yeah, they finally make amends.
By throwing a baseball.
Yeah.
After he died.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, and he has a son in the movie, No,
daughter.
Daughter. Well, he's still a father.
Go on. Go on. I'm sorry I'm poking holes in all your favorite movie dads, but go on.
Yeah, that's where I'll start for the moment.
That's where you start.
I'll start there. We'll go on. I may think of something else. I may think of another one. You?
Me? Darth Vader.
The worst father.
Darth Vader.
The worst father.
Vader. He didn't know he was a dad till after the fact.
And that makes him a good dad. How?
So, well, you didn't give specifications.
Usually, when you talk about a good dad or a good movie dad,
the topic was favorite movie dad.
Okay, he doesn't count as a father.
All right, fine. Forrest Gump.
That's just as weird a pull as mine are.
Hey, Forrest is a pretty good dad.
He isn't bad.
Yeah,
He
he's
isn't-
a pretty good dad.
I would, you know what? I would see a Forrest Gump too.
Gump Harder.
Gump harder.
Or Gump Fiction.
Ooh, Gump Fiction. Longer,
Hold on.
harder, and uncut.
Hold
he's
on,
not
another
Jewish, so
another,
you'll
movie,
still-
another movie dad. Another movie dad. Let me think here. Another good movie dad. A third one.
Well, what about?
Wait. What about the
Well, there is one that we haven't mentioned.
the
yet.
guy from Vacation? Chevy Chase.
Oh
Griswold?
yes. Oh, the Griswold
The
Family
Griswold,
Vacations.
yes.
Wow, that's going back a day.
Yes. So
Okay.
the dad in there. I mean,
He
this
cares,
will
though.
never happen again because that was a period piece.
Yeah.
But like
He was a
back
good
then,
dad.
yeah, it was like you went on a trip cross country, and he wanted everything to go right for his family. He wanted this to be
fought for it to go
yes,
right. Yeah.
yeah, and everything went to
Best scene was the
the
grandmother
Christmas
on the
one
roof.
was best.
That was
The Christmas one was really good.
the family vacation. Grandma's on the roof.
Yes, grandma's on the
The
roof.
dog.
No, it wasn't grandma. It was Aunt Edith
And Edith, yes,
Aunt
and the
Edith.
dog.
and the dog.
Oh, that was so awful.
He probably kept up for a mile or two. I'll go scrape him up.
Awful.
Murderer. Beautiful.
But more recently, Guardians of the Galaxy 2
Oh.
and 1. Xandu. Which brings us to the second part of the topic.
I thought we were going to go to TV dads next. I got a couple TV dads.
Who's the TV dad?
Fred Flintstone.
Oh, he wasn't that good of a father. He never really paid.
How about Homer?
He's even worse.
Homer's not a really bad.
Yeah, he's a bad dad.
Is he a bad
He's
dad?
a bad
No, he's always about family. He
No,
provides
he's
well
not.
for.
He's about donuts and drinking.
No,
and
he
hanging
works
with
at a nuclear power plant for his family. He makes pretty good scratch. You see his house?
Yeah, that's true.
He does pretty well.
That's true. The
Um,
dad from the show with Michael J. Fox. What was that?
oh, you talking Family Ties?
Family Ties.
Yeah,
That
but
was a good dad.
He was a good dad in the sense that you had these free spirits from the '60s.
Mm-hmm.
They have a son, and he's like an ultra right wing Republican.
Yeah, but that's a good.
Well, I
he's
mean,
able to
yeah.
accept that to
Yeah.
some extent.
Yeah.
Or the Wonder Years dad.
Oh, that was tough.
That was a tough dad. but he
Anyone
did-
remember the? If anyone remembers the Wonder Years finale, message us. Let us know
Yeah, that was
because
so-
I had to remind you what it was.
Yeah.
That was-
that
that
was
was
a long
heart-wrenching.
time ago too, though. That was a weird.
Another dad,
Well, if you're not mentioning a good one, movie dads, you forgot.
a good movie dad. What, Father of the Bride? He was a good dad.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, he's always a good
He's
dad.
always a good dad. Yeah, whatever he's in. Logan.
What? Charles?
No, Logan.
Well, he was a dad for like what?
He was a good dad for the time. he was
45
a-
minutes?
Yeah, hey, some dads don't ever get that chance.
True.
I'm just saying.
That actually made me roll a tear. I've watched
Yeah,
that movie now
same.
like 6 times, once in black and white.
Yes.
And if anyone has a chance to watch it black and white, definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's a
Um,
good dad.
Yeah. Well,
He was a good
except
dad
for the
time.
cursing and
Well, but his daughter did most. Gotta give him perspective.
was Superman a dad?
Yeah, he had a son at one variant of one.
Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah, you win with that one. That's a good point.
I have to say,
He
being
is-
a dad
I have
of a
a-
little girl,
I have a specific set of skills.
something happened to her. Some dude called me up like that. Oh, it's on. It's on. Yeah.
Yeah, Liam Neeson is a great dad. Enough to do it 3 times.
Um,
But does that make it
four times.
Fourth, yeah.
Is there 4? There's 4 movies.
No,
Right?
I thought there was 3. The daughter gets lost. Then the wife gets kidnapped.
Yes.
And then the
The third one, they
is
kill her.
right. They kill the wife dies. at
The
that.
wife dies in the third one.
Yeah, that's it. I thought.
No, now it's the TV show. Take it.
Oh, that's a whole
Yeah,
other
yeah.
ball of wax. I'm not going to worry about that. But yes, very good dad. That's a strong pull. You had a king.
Or like our commenter there, or bad because it kept getting taken.
Well, that's true. Yes. Julian has just joined us on YouTube. Yay, Julian! Go ahead and say your piece there.
Say your piece.
Well, we'll wait patiently, sort of.
yeah, we'll just keep going back.
Keep
and
going
forth.
until you see your comment come on.
Other TV. Well, I mean, I don't think he's a good dad, but he is a dad. Peter Griffin. I
So
say
if you're
Peter
going
Griffin.
that route, what about Family Dad? from American Dad.
Well, I think Peter Griffin from the first season was a good dad.
Yeah, he got bad.
He
fast.
went.
Really?
I think it was because
And he treats his daughter horrible.
shut
The
up,
poor
man.
girl.
Nobody likes
The
him.
poor
man.
thing.
No, in the first season, I think he was a good dad.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "This isn't funny. Let's just make him like what he is now."
Yeah.
I think same with Homer. I think he started becoming Homer like season 6. I want to
Hmm.
say.
Yeah. Well, and he went back and forth on that too, because he was
Because the good seasons, it was like relationships between him and Bart,
Right.
then him and Lisa.
Well, and
Those
that's
were
the
like
thing.
the really good episodes.
well, and he was never when it came really down to the end of it. He was a good father when it mattered, and that's the really important piece.
What is that?
Yeah, I believe a troll.
Oh,
So I think that's an important part of it is when it comes down to it, how are they as a father?
Hmm.
Like, for example, Superman's dad in BVS.
oh yeah.
When he came down
Man
to
of
it,
Steel.
yeah, or Man of Steel as well, but the same thing.
But wait, when was Superman a dad in the movies?
In the movies or TV show, he was never a dad. He does have a kid in one variant, but I think that's the new stuff. I think that's like
Oh, Superman
Rebirth or
Returns.
one of them. He has
Yeah,
a
where
kid.
it's Brandon Ralph.
Yeah,
Because I don't think she remembered having a kid.
yeah. It was
That was
something
kinda
like that.
weird.
That's kind of weird. Batman,
Batman.
not a good father. Well, his son was legit from a while back. His son was Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
Hey, look who we have on the feed.
Oh, yes, he just joined me. Hey, from Philly. Nice to see you, Tim. Long time no here.
Yeah, it has been a while.
We shouted out appropriately. So other TV dads.
TV dads.
So you got the Wonder Years, you got your classics, you got your Fred Flintstones.
Al Bundy.
Ooh.
But he really wasn't a good dad.
No.
He was like
But his kids were awful.
But he was like other TV dads during that time. They all loved their families. They all loved their wife. They
Right.
all loved their kids.
Yeah.
He was like the only dad on TV that basically said, "I hate my wife.
Mm.
You know, I hate my kids. They're awful. My wife's awful."
But he wasn't wrong.
no, I mean, he wasn't wrong. They
but
proved
he's
him
still
right.
Roseanne.
Well, yeah, I think the show ended when he died, right?
Yeah, supposed to be coming back actually.
How are they going to do that?
Without him, obviously.
Well, I mean, the whole idea was them as a family.
Right, but she's gonna be widowed and all that. And there's a lot of family members and stuff going on in that house, so it's possible.
Yeah.
Full House.
Which one?
Well, you got two options there, really. You don't
Yeah.
have three, you only have two.
You only have the two,
You have the Bob Saget dad,
right?
which is so funny. If you ever hear his comedy, it's completely opposite of who he is on the show.
Oh, yeah. He has so many dirty jokes.
I am
it's
not
crazy.
Bob Saget from the TV show. I'm Bob Saget, the comedian. And then Jesse. But you never really see him as a dad because all the times you see him with the kids, they're the babies, basically.
Right.
So you see Bob Saget's character be the dad more. I thought he was a good dad.
Red Foreman from that 70s show.
I wasn't sure I liked him as a dad, though.
Well, because he had a son who was the complete opposite of himself.
Yeah.
When he was in school, he was tough.
Right.
He was like the bully,
Yeah.
and his son is like smart and the opposite.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So again, but he still cares about his son, even though he's that different from him.
Right.
And that's really the true piece of being a dad in any of these things is, you may be the opposite or different than me, but I'm still going to love you anyways. And that's really kind of the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, even Darth Vader pulls that off at the end.
Darth Vader.
Yes. Well, that's kind of like Logan, too. At the end, he realizes that's what much more most important. But, he had to die to prove it.
So to say, the last moments of his life.
Yeah. It's like, okay, it doesn't really count now.
Let's see. Can you think of any more TV dads? I'm trying to think of some of the shows.
Nothing
Well,
sticks out in my mind.
you can always go with the corn ball ones like Brady Bunch.
Yeah, but that's too plastic. They didn't try to represent it as real. How about Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah, a little bit dark.
Well, and again, his son had handicap issues.
And he was like, "Look, I got stuck with stage 4 cancer, and
Yeah,
my teacher's
Which
pension
we-
isn't going to like cover
this.
any of this."
So he really does it. He does it in the beginning for his family.
Right, but then at the end, the last episode, he was asked by his wife, "Why'd you really do it?" I liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the
I
family.
enjoyed the power.
Yeah.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Tim, and the problem with Tim the Toolman Taylor, I will say, is he was definitely the type of person who appreciated his kids and wanted them to be like him, but he still respected them when they weren't. Because his kids were very
Well, his oldest son was like the sporty,
right,
not very bright,
right.
and he was popular with girls. Then there was the middle one who was like the smart alecky
Right.
kid,
The smart kid, yeah.
and then the little one was just the little one.
Yeah. He's just nice.
Yeah.
But he did seem to get along, and he did kind of demonstrate that. Now, I never saw the one with the families where they half of them are gay and stuff. The Modern Family.
Oh yeah.
I never saw that, so
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of fathering in there, but I've never seen it. So I can't really speak to it.
It's funny. I mean, there's some things, and the thing about that show is that there's no laugh track.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate the laugh track.
You don't?
Nah, it makes
Happy
it seem-
Days. Why not that?
Yeah,
day?
it's fake. Again, it's
How is that fake?
It's fake. There's
That
no
was
dad in the world.
1950s dad.
There was no 1950 dads like that. I'm sure.
Tom
if it's-
Bosley.
I think the dads were more like they
He
were.
went on
in,
Murder She Wrote. He was the father,
I love
right?
Murder, She Wrote, actually.
I figured you would.
Hey, it's Angela Lansbury. What are you gonna do? You can't say no to Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, Roseanne's husband. Yes.
Yeah, Roseanne's husband. Yeah, and that again, you're talking about fathers who cared. Now, here's the question.
Go on.
This is the second part to this.
Go on.
All right, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The second part? Okay.
Fire away.
I'm just checking. So there's an old saying, right? Anyone can be a father, but it takes a real man or some variant of that to be a dad or a daddy or whatever. So here's the thing. The biggest thing is, what does that mean? What does a differentiator mean between a father and a dad? You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm just checking. I always check in and make sure, because sometimes you have things you get off. So for me, being a father means that you gave birth to it. It is your spawn, your offspring, someone that you biologically, gave birth to. Does that mean you spend time with them? Most likely not. Do you, care what they are about? Do you talk to them? Do you try to interact with them? Probably not. A dad does not necessarily have to be a biological father. It can be a stepdad, or perfect example that I like to pull out is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, but it is a good example. I think
that's the third mention of it in this podcast.
Yes, well, you should see it. But Xandu says the line, he may have been your father, but he was never your dad. And it kind of implied that Xandu was really more a father. He raised him, he showed him how to do things and whatever. He wasn't biologically related to all. He was a completely different color. But it still worked. And I think that's the important difference for me between father and dad.
Oh, in movies, Look Who's Talking. John Travolta's character. He was a better dad than his actual father, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And again, stepfathers or second fathers, depending on the age of the kid, is really is a lot of things. There's a bunch of movies that do that, I think, but I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. But there's a bunch of movies where someone's a father figure, but not the dad.
Right.
So what's your defined difference in your mind? Or is it basically mine?
It's almost the same.
Almost?
I guess along the same lines, like you were saying, father. It could be anyone. Anyone could be like the father of a child.
Mm-hmm.
But the person who really knows the child, I think, would be the dad. Like, that's my dad over there.
Mm-hmm.
No one says that's my father.
No. I knew my father.
You knew your father?
You know that line? You knew my father.
I never knew my father.
Nemo. It's
Nemo.
funny, Nemo. Yeah. Okay.
It's Bruce.
Yes, Bruce the
shark.
shark. There you go.
Which I heard that was the nickname they gave to the mechanical shark in Jaws.
Oh, nice. They kind of homaged there.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Disney movies, now that we're getting there,
Oh yeah, Marlon was a pretty good dad.
Marlon was a pretty good dad. Yeah, he went across the ocean and back to save his son.
Yeah.
So that's a cool.
Well,
thing.
that's the common thread in Disney movies.
That's where we're getting to. Nice segue there. You see him. There goes the segue.
Disney, don't sue us, Disney.
Yeah, don't sue us, but we're not worth your time.
We're not worth it.
You
You
just
just
ruined
crush us.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing. Disney movies have a problem with fathers. They have a problem with happy families, anyways. They don't like them. They say they're the family company, but you look through every one of their movies.
Potato
Head.
to the aliens.
He didn't want to be a father. He had no interest. It's like I am not
that's
your dad.
way,
Yeah, that's pushing the
that's
limits there.
way.
That's like saying Andy was a father to the toys.
No.
Yeah, exactly. It's no. That does not work. But but what I will say is that Disney does have a problem with families. You go through their lineage of movies, go all the way back to freaking Bambi.
Okay. Mother gets shot.
Yes. Father's there, but a distant figure.
Yeah.
Snow White.
No father.
No family at all, really. A stepmother.
No, that's not her stepmother. The witch
witch?
is not the stepmother.
She's her mother?
No, she's just a witch. There's no relation there.
Well, how can she become queen? She has to marry a prince. So she's nothing then. She's no royalty in that movie.
No.
Huh.
She just so happened to
I never really thought about that. That's a good point. Touche. Okay, moving on to the lineage. So you had your movies like obviously Lion King. You know, Dad was awesome but dead. Mother was there.
Well, isn't that Macbeth?
It is Macbeth. Yeah, basically the evil uncle, the evil gay uncle. By the way, I just feel it. I feel that he has kids though. So yeah, he was a father. Scar was a father.
He was.
Yeah, in the second movie, he had a son.
That's where I stopped.
Yeah.
Lion King to me, that I didn't watch any of the other incarnations. Although they did have a pretty decent like afternoon show. Wasn't it Timon and Pumbaa?
Yes, Timon and Pumbaa. That was cute.
Yeah.
You know what one you should see that's just funny is Lion King 1.5. That one's actually pretty funny. Your daughter would love it. It's a story behind the story kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's taking place behind the original movie, but from Timon and Pumbaa's perspective, what they were doing during that time. Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny as hell, though. It's really good. But neither of them are fathers. So Mickey Mouse was a father. Or uncle. Morty and Ferdy.
Who are they?
His little kids. He plays Christmas Carol. He plays Bob Cratchit and the two little mice children. Those are his kids in other Disney.
Are they?
Yeah. I don't remember if he's their father or
Donald
uncle.
has the nephews.
Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Mickey has.
Yeah, 2 kids, Morty and Ferdy.
Morty
and Ferdy. It's awful names, but yeah, those are. I don't know if they're his kids or he's the uncle. There's no mothers and fathers there either.
No.
None.
They're all aunts and uncles.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, Simba's probably the best one out there. You know, as far as parentage goes, when you're looking at Disney movies, what other parent? Okay, you have Princess Frog, Frog Princess.
What?
The newer one.
The Princess and the Frog?
Princess and the Frog. Yeah, that one.
The Frog Princess.
The Frog Princess, yes. The Frog Princess. I'm telling you, people. Her father was good, but he died. Once again, broken family. Yeah,
okay.
He died doing his thing.
He died. What did he die of?
They never say. No, they never say.
He was a chef.
He was a chef.
Was he a chef?
No, he worked 2 jobs, but they never really specify what he did for a living. That was the issue.
He was in the army.
Yes, we saw the
picture
yeah.
of him in his uniform.
Yeah, so he did serve. So again, you got a story there, but it's like it's a half story, you know, of the character.
Well, you have Frozen, both parents.
Well, yeah, but that was in one shot.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair though, you never really got a sense of how they were as parents, anyways.
Wasn't the guy raised by the trolls?
Yes, they were good parents. See, those were daddies, not there. He was raised by a whole tribe of people, technically. But yeah, it comes into the issue of.
How about Ariel's dad, according to one of our.
Oh, Ariel's dad, yeah.
Neptune? Or Poseidon.
Poseidon.
One of the variants of
one of mythology. Yeah, Neptune. He was a good dad, a little overprotective, but you could see why in that situation. I mean, would you have your daughter date a merman? I guess.
What?
Would you have your daughter date a merman?
No.
Exactly. See, so you're the same way. See, you're Neptune, and he had a lot of daughters.
He did? I thought he just had the one.
No, you ever saw the scene where they're singing?
That's all his daughters.
Those were all his kids.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but no mother.
No.
Once again, unless the mother's the sea, which I don't think so.
This.
You can't even speak.
Thank you, Cherry. The silverback and
The
Tarzan.
silverback in Tarzan. That is a good pull because that's another daddy, not father. And he proves himself. Tarzan proves himself.
You know, I didn't watch this last Tarzan either, the movie.
I didn't either. I wasn't sure I was going. I didn't feel it. I just didn't feel it. I didn't like the actor.
Alex Skarsgård.
Yeah. His name, that last name's too long for me.
It also has that weird. Sort of
Yeah, he's like German or Dutch or something. I don't know. But yes, the silverback in Tarzan is a good pull. Again, daddy, not father. But again, he was a little standoffish, just like the father from the movie we just mentioned. What was the
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid? Thank you. To a certain extent.
Wow.
Brain's lost, dude. I'm
Wow.
fried. It's been a long day. Okay,
Another
don't start.
lock up there.
It was a huge lockup.
All right, if you go into comic books, then.
Okay, comic book dads. Well, obviously you have some sad stories there.
Well, you had Reed Richards, who had a son, I think, who was like more powerful than like the Eternals or something like that.
Yeah.
That's one story.
You have
I don't know about Reed Richards being a good dad.
yeah. Spider-Man never has a kid. Venom never has a kid. And I was just thinking of I mean, obviously Batman had a kid. Then he ends up raising. But that's a unique situation because his son was, you know, like a killer. So he was. Let's not fool ourselves. So another one I was thinking of too. Crap, what was it? I can't remember now. But there's a few. There's not many though. They don't really talk about fathers. I mean, obviously you have
Magneto's the father.
that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Magneto. That's who I was thinking of. He's an awful father.
Who
But they go dark in comics so much that they don't really do the father son or
Ra's
father
al
daughter.
Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul is the father of a lot of people. He was a very strong. Yeah, he locked kids, didn't he? Anna?
No, yes, I get the joke. I get the joke. Ariel's dad. Yes, I get it.
Yes, right.
I'm trying to think any other comic book dads.
There again, it's not something they really talk about much in comic
Like
books.
father.
Well, I mean, Uncle Ben. That's the classic.
Yeah, because like you just basically concede the fact that Peter Parker lives with his aunt and uncle,
Yeah.
and no one ever asked like, well, what happened to his dad or his mom?
Mm-hmm.
They just basically
Wrote it off.
Yeah.
But they did cover that story.
Yeah.
They were secret spies, and the chameleon was involved somehow, and some other nonsense.
I just remember from these Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Anywho, so that's what we have.
Anytime you guys want to crap on DC,
Yes.
I'll just pull one of those. All right.
Awful. Absolutely awful.
Who else was it?
The comic books, again. Oh, you know who? Thanos
Thanos.
was a dad to two girls. They both ended up majorly screwed up.
Good one, Chang. Splinter from
Oh. He is
Turtles.
Yeah.
He's the dad to the Turtles.
Okay. Here's the question, though.
Go on.
You ready for this?
Go on.
Is he really a father, or is he more of a?
No, he
pet
actually
owner?
says these are my sons.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But he's really a pet owner.
What?
They're turtles. They were never human. They weren't born intelligent. He was not a rat. He was a human that was turned into a rat.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Depends on, yeah, I know. Depends on which variant of
Yes.
that you're reading, if it's comics or not.
Because I think you're talking the cartoon.
Yeah, but that's
In
right.
the comic book, man,
He was
in the
still
black and
human.
white?
Because he was still.
I'm trying to remember the original black and white run.
He was a human because he knew martial arts that got transformed by the ooze to a rat. The turtles were just straight up turtles who were mutated and became humanized and became more intelligent, obviously.
I don't
Turtles.
know. I'll have to defer to the comic book experts on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I believe. I'm sticking to it.
I think he was always a rat who was
A kung fu master? Really?
no. That he
The rat from
what his dad? He
Yeah.
wasn't a good dad.
No, he was. Speaking of rats. Yeah, I really thought he was human first because I remember him.
No, I think he was like a pet of a kung fu master that watched the master do all his kung fu moves.
So he was a phony kung fu master.
I,
I'm a master because I watched it. That's how this works, right?
and the ooze.
And the ooze. Don't forget the ooze. Yes. So that's about it. That's
I don't know if Odin's a good dad. I don't know if Zeus is a good dad.
Zeus had a lot of kids.
A lot of like out of wedlock kids.
Yeah, he was a philanderer, but he's a god.
He like made himself a swan, a bull.
Yeah, he was just having fun all over the place. He enjoys that though, but again, it doesn't make him a good dad. But Odin, I think, was a good dad. He did try. He did try with Thor, and he took in, your Loki Pokey stick guy. You gotta love your Loki Pokey. Took him in. He did take him in. And that's a good father figure for taking in a complete, strangers in all intents and purposes.
The enemy's son, so now we don't have wars anymore? Yeah, that's good. Go on.
Well, come on. Even if it has ulterior motives, he still took him in. No? No. Okay. Well, Carnage is a son.
I never knew that.
Well, he's the son of Venom. I forgot that. The alien symbiote Venom had Carnage as his child. His offspring. I mean, it's a loose interpretation.
Tell Raphael that Splinter was not his father.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying that it was really a pet owner situation more than a father's son. I'm just saying.
I think he routinely referred to them as son.
Yes. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
He did think they were his son, but he was a little delusional. He can't really go on.
Oh man.
Who's a good father, but you probably never saw this. Arrietty. It's Studio Ghibli animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually Arrietty was a takeoff on it. You may remember this.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
The Littles. The book.
The Littles, the book, never read it. I remember the cartoon.
Okay, so the Littles cartoon, same idea. Little people living in someone's house.
In the walls.
Yes. Arrietty is Studio Ghibli's version of that story. And it takes place of one family, a mother, a father, and
that's amazing with all the crappy 80s stuff that they're pulling out of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Why doesn't anyone do the Littles?
Yeah, that's a good one. That was not a bad story. Or Indian Uncovered.
They've done that, though.
They did. It was crappy.
Really?
I
never saw it.
No, it's awful. I couldn't watch it. It was awful. It was an 80s film. The book was from
Goku. Was Goku good?
Goku was a good dad. I mean, he did teach us how. He took his kid all over the galaxy, fought villains, powered up.
Gizmo.
Gizmo,
the father of Stripe. I just watched Gremlins recently.
That's funny.
My daughter couldn't keep her attention. She was like, "What is this? I don't know what." And I'm like, "No, you should watch."
You're talking about the original Gremlins?
Yeah, the original Gremlins.
That terrified me. That was my first movie I saw as a kid. Because that came out in what, 85? Yeah. So I was 7. I'm younger than you.
Yes, thank you for keep throwing that out there.
Yeah, I'm younger than you.
Saw that at the base movie theater in Spain, and it was standing room only.
Wow.
There was that many people there to see Gremlins.
I saw it off 163rd Street in the shopping center off 136th Street in North Miami Beach. Terrified.
Is it still there?
No.
Gone?
It's there, but it's very, very, very different. But it was terrifying to me. It was the first scary movie for me that I ever saw. But I was 7, so or 8 or whatever, so it wasn't like.
But the real dad in Gremlins was kind of cool.
Yeah.
The traveling inventor.
Yeah, that was a cool concept. But again, was he really there that much for his son?
The smokeless ashtray that didn't work.
And he has Gremlins in his house. It's like, really? So it did take a.
Don't feed it after midnight. But isn't it always after midnight?
That's the joke. But no,
I know.
It's like midnight to what? They don't specify when not to. After midnight, before what? They should have been more specific with the time frame. It's like they're almost willing you to screw it up. It's like we really do want the Gremlins, and the Gremlins weren't bad. They were just
it was eating after midnight. I turned them into a gremlin, right?
It wasn't just that.
The water made them have the little things popping out of them, right?
Right. Well, it's the water, the eating after midnight, and there was one other thing I thought.
Oh, sunlight killed them.
Sunlight killed them. But so those two things were the combination. You couldn't do both of those. That's what I think it was. And then they did Gremlins 2, which is worse.
I don't know.
They had
that was more like making fun of the first movie.
Which is stupid. If it's going to be a sequel, make a sequel. Don't make the dad from Home Alone.
The dad from Home Alone?
Yeah. That was an awful dad.
What, that he forgot one of his 11 kids while they're packing for a flight? I felt bad for him. That poor guy. He's like, look,
and the lizard.
I work and slave for these 11 brats. They have a 2-story home in, I think, suburban Chicago or
Yeah,
something
it's
like
like,
that.
how the hell do you all live there?
Yeah.
Were some of them like cousins or something?
Yeah, he like brought in half the family to like Florida.
Yeah, it's like,
and-
why
and-
would you even do that?
Ungrateful,
Yeah, they're
ungrateful
all ungrateful.
family.
They're ungrateful. It's first world problems.
First world problems,
That's what
man.
I'm telling you. So good fathers, bad fathers. There's a lot of them out there, and it's really it really comes down to, are the interpretations of these dads, many we've talked about today, real? Are their fathers like these? I mean, these are archetypes. Obviously, they're not going to be the nuanced of a real father, but are those the things that real fathers today still embody? The protecting.
Yes. Well, I know every generation says this, but I think it's harder to be a dad now.
Yeah, and I think the problem with that, and I think they try to present that in movies to some extent,
Yeah.
but it is hard to be a dad because where's your place in the family unit? I mean, especially if, and again, a lot of this goes on. Me, you, families of divorce.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Disney sadly is reflecting a lot in its movies, is that it's just common. I mean, hell, think of Up, for gosh sake.
Yeah, you never saw his dad. He was
Yeah.
waiting for his dad.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Yeah.
And then, they try to have kids and couldn't.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's very sad. But it's a very difficult thing to be a dad and figure out how it all works together. So that's the dad conversation.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add to the dad conversation?
No, you pretty much covered it.
Well, we covered it. It wasn't just all me. It's not my podcast.
You want me to go to the next one?
Yes, go into the next one.
Oh, I know he's dying for me to talk about this. This is something that literally I must get spoken to about, I would say, on a semi-daily basis.
Okay.
Friend zone.
Oh, yes. The friend zone.
Friend zone.
Friend zone. And it is presented very well.
It's so many different things.
Oh, yeah.
If you look on the internet,
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere. It's
Yeah.
it's on the book face.
Mhm.
There's memes about it.
It's put in movies all the time.
Yeah.
It's that, and it's funny because I saw a meme recently that said, you love the fact that they're in the friend zone, but once they get together, the series is over.
Yeah.
It's once the relationship actually takes off, okay, we don't care anymore.
Thanks for the compliments. Thank you.
No, you got compliments.
I got a compliment. Thank
Aww. They
you.
love her and they don't like
I'm sure you're a good dad too.
Yeah.
To your fully grown children.
I don't. They're 14 and 10. That does not make them fully grown. Bite me. But friend zone.
Friend zone.
Friend zone. So what does it mean to be in the friend zone?
Well, it's also another thing. Like, there's different thoughts. Like, some people put themselves in the friend zone on purpose.
Oh, they don't care. They don't want anything.
Yeah.
For the friend zone to be a real thing, one person has to have feelings towards the other.
Exactly.
It does work both ways.
All right, I want to hear this. Go on.
There is situations.
I haven't heard this variant of the friend zone.
The friend zone works both ways, where a girl can like a guy and he does not see her that way. He sees her as a sister, and she likes him more than that.
When does that ever happen?
It happens.
That's never happened to me.
Well, it would never happen to you because you're not that guy.
No, I'm not that guy.
You're always the one put in the friend zone, not the other way around.
This is factual.
I'm just saying.
This is factual.
Which is why
That's
it's
another
tough.
word I've been using a lot.
Factual.
lately.
You use it forever. It's not just recently; it's ever. It's part of your vocabulary.
Yeah.
One of your words to go to when you have nothing else to say.
No, there was friend zone. Like the guy puts himself in it
Mhm.
because it's comfortable.
Right.
Then there's the unintentional friend zone, where it's like that one clip where it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to be more than friends, and she's like, oh,
Best friends?
I'm like,
That's my life.
that's me.
That's
Yeah.
me. Well, that's the funny thing is that it comes from a place of, oh my God, it is, by the way, you can see it in the mirror a little bit. It is downpouring yet again. By the by,
Yes,
we're not lying.
We're not lying. It is
Coming down.
pouring
Oh, it's
outside.
awful. So the friend zone piece is important to understand the rules of the friend zone.
I don't know. One of our watchers says that somebody has a crush on their friend, but they're gay. Is that being in the friend zone?
I think so. I think that would count. That's an
I don't
interesting
think
twist.
that's a friend zone.
If they have a crush on the person, but the person does not reciprocate the feelings, and they are still a friend with that person, technically that follows the rules of the friend zone. Sexual identity doesn't play a role in friend zone. Friend zone just means that.
Yeah, it does.
No, because
Yes.
if I'm a straight guy and I like a girl, and the girl only likes other girls, but I'm friends with her,
That's not being in the friend zone.
that's in my friend zone. I can never get with that person
No.
because they think of me as only as a friend.
No, that's not a friend zone.
No,
I'm gonna put it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say my take on that scenario is no. That's not friend zone.
I'm gonna say possibly. It depends on their sexual identity. It depends on their sexual identity. Are they bi or are they
No,
completely gay? I mean,
friend zone is always been defined as this. They both are into each other or something like that.
they're both in the same gender.
One
yeah,
has feelings to the
The other.
other. The other one is like basically just keeps
friending them.
Yeah, friending them.
Never lets it go farther.
Yeah, never lets it go farther than that.
Yeah.
So
Now,
handshakes, stuff like that.
no hugs.
No hugs.
Never a hug. Or a hug that's so awkward that it's just bad.
Yeah, the awkward hugs.
So, okay, so we're going to table that part, but I say yes, he says no. I say it counts, but so it has to be in your mind then genders that are attracted to each other, that the potential, let's put it this way, the potential for an intimate relationship
Yes.
is there.
Yes.
There
Yeah,
you go.
like
Okay.
it's possible.
Like it's possible.
It's possible.
That's what
Like people would say, well, why don't they?
right.
And then one will say, well, obviously he's in the friend zone or she's in the friend zone.
Right.
Which I've never understood how she could be ever in the friend zone. I don't understand that.
It can happen.
No.
If you grew up with a girl.
I've never been like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, I want to be her friend.
No.
No, that doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't happen. But it's like you grew up with this person, they're your little sister, you've known them forever.
Okay, well, for one, that's never happened to me.
Well, it's happened. Maybe not to you, but it's
Ever?
happened. No.
Ever.
It's happened.
It's happened.
Somebody.
No.
I think
Lies.
you guys, you are the larger audience. Let me know if you ever had a situation where a relationship
That's a
possible-
first world problem. That's like, oh, my
Well,
TV's
so's
too
the
big.
other way around is a first world problem. Friend zone is a first world problem.
That is a first world
It
problem.
is completely.
Because you don't want to be like,
You know.
you don't want to be
I'm in the
that
friend
person
zone.
who's like, crap, I'm in the friend zone, so I'm gonna stop talking to them. You don't want to be that person.
No, you're not going to do it. But it does get awkward after a while.
Does it?
Oh yeah, because you keep wanting it and you're never going to get it,
This is true.
and then you're just going to get frustrated with yourself.
I don't think it's frustration.
What do you think it is then?
I don't know.
It's
it can't be
frustration.
frustrating.
Oh, well, it has to be frustrating. You're going to have to either, it's like poop or get off the pot at some point, or you're going to move on. And because that's the classic scenario: is you're friend zoned,
Yeah.
you move on.
Uh-huh.
The other person's like, oh, they're getting married now, and they're like, crap, I should have done something.
Well,
But
that's
you friend zone
that's
every
every
movie.
Katherine Heigl movie I've ever seen. Oh my gosh.
But that is a very common bait and switch they use.
Bait and switch. This is
X-Files.
crap.
X-Files. Perfect example.
They were partners.
friend zone.
No, they were
Send-
partners.
Friend zone by position. You're not gonna screw your partner because that's just not done. It makes the friend zone even worse.
Plus, it actually did take away from the show when they actually did kiss on that episode.
That's what I'm saying. But that's the whole problem.
But that's TV.
And it doesn't reflect real life?
No.
At all.
No.
Ever.
Ever.
In any way, shape, or
No.
form. Not even with docudramas. No?
No.
Okay, you're bullshit.
What?
You're full of shit. It does reflect to a certain extent. We're producing what we want to see. Maybe a little dramatized, but it happens.
Bones. Yes, I remember the show.
Bones, yeah. Same, but again, same thing.
Friend zone at first. But they were partners.
That's the thing. You have an ethical obligation. I mean, it's like
Ethical obligation.
it's like Dexter. Same thing. Half the people that his sister dated were
Cops.
cops in the office. She dated one. Well, she was their boss, for God's sake. Same thing with what's her name? The captain, the other captain, the female captain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did the same thing.
Which reminds me, I have a season of Dexter on DVD I need to get back. It's been like 10 years.
You can even back.
I think it's pretty much safe to say it's mine. Sorry about that.
it's.
I just now realized.
Yes. Yeah, and you have to be careful with the friend zone because if you know, or if she knows, I guess in your scenario, because it can't
Right.
happen the other way around, but it can. But the girl can do it the same way to manipulate the friend zone.
Manipulate the friend zone.
Yes.
Go on. I
So-
want to hear this.
I'm the
I wanna
girl.
hear your
I'm
theory.
gonna be the girl in this scenario. I know it's difficult to comprehend. But
Moonlighting is the name of the show.
yes. There you go. Moonlight.
Bruce
That's
Willis.
another one. Yeah, Bruce Willis. That's
But
another
they
one.
hated each other.
That's a perfect drama. It's like they hate each other, but they really love each other. It's the other. It's still a friend zone. It's a different emotion, but it's still
It's
friend. So if I'm the girl, right?
Go on.
I know you like me, and I
I don't
don't.
know if I want this scenario.
You're like this scenario.
Oh god.
So I'm the girl, right? I'm any girl you can imagine. You, there you go. You're imagining her now.
Okay, go on.
I know you like me, but I'm not into you.
No, because girls never know.
They always know.
They never
They
know.
lie about not knowing
Why would they lie about
because
that?
it only benefits them. They want to see if you're worth their time.
Oh my god.
That's what it is.
What? Just to put
Yes.
it through
Yes.
the ringer?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
tons of
buy it.
men. There's tons
I
of
don't
men.
buy it.
Yeah, I do. I do. Girls get shy just like guys do. They can't always say what they're feeling. Just like, they're no different than us in that respect. Anyways, not the point of the conversation. So you're the guy, I'm the girl. I
This
know.
is not going well.
I know.
This is not scenario. I need an adult. I need an adult.
And I like you. Or I know you like me. Sorry. I know you like me. But I put you solidly in the friend zone. You're over there in the friend zone. Let's say you're a coworker like Bones and all that. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to use that scenario because, you know what? I'm not feeling like getting my lunch today. Maybe Ernie can buy me lunch today because I know he will, and he'll pay for it too. Or, I have this XYZ project to do. I wonder if Ernie can do it for me because I know he will. Abuse of the friend zone.
Is that abuse?
It's
of
a
offense?
pure abuse because you know that they'll do it because of how they feel about you. You know it. They have to be blind not to in some cases. It depends on how well the other person is at, hiding their feelings. Most people are very bad at it. Just very bad. So that's the problem with friend
Friend
zone.
zone.
Is the abuse of it.
So one person's the
The abuser.
so
That's always the person who's not in the
Okay.
friend zone. The person
Okay.
who's not in the friend zone is always the abuser of the scenario. And
the one
girls,
with the advantage.
yes, they have hand. To go with Seinfeld.
Oh, Seinfeld.
The
Please don't
relationship
sue
hand.
us.
Hey, it's a great line. The hand, the relationship hand. Remember that? There's no hand. There's no hand.
I agree with one of the viewers here. We need to create a friend zone expiration date.
Well, they do that. You know what that is?
What is that?
The if you aren't married by such and such a date, we'll marry. Or the
Oh, I've heard of those.
yes, that's
Those-
that's
The deal, the
the
backup
deal.
plan.
The backup plan. See, backup plan doesn't
I've heard of
exist.
that. I've heard
Or
of
if you're this,
I know it
this age,
exists. I just don't agree with it.
that's fine, but it's out there. Or if you're still single by this time, we'll have a kid together.
What is it? I never understood that either.
Would you say yes if your friend zone person said it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
So
That's a good question.
see, you're thinking about it. If you're
Like I basically
I'm
have to
girl.
wait it out. Like
yeah,
essentially, I'm serving time.
yes,
In other words,
yeah, do
my
you,
own personal prison.
yeah. Do you do it?
Do I do it?
Is it worth it? Is the possibility? I'm that girl again. You're the guy. I say to you, well, if we're still single in 5 years, maybe I'll date you. Ha ha ha! Laugh, laugh, laugh. Do you in 5 years? Are you gonna hold her to that agreement? First off, second
That's
off,
another movie, isn't it?
yes, it
Isn't that
is.
a
You
movie?
see,
Another Katherine Heigl movie?
Yeah,
What is this with Katherine Heigl?
I don't even know who that is. But in that scenario, what do you do for those 5 years? Do you wait? It's like How I Met Your Mother.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's not friend zone.
There's a whole lot of friend zone up in that show.
No, there's no friend
There's friend
zone.
zones all over the place. Go back and watch it. You'll see the friend zones. It's all over. It's everywhere. But that's my thing. Right? Does the deal break the friend zone? Because if they're thinking about that, of you in that context.
Yeah, why wait 5 years?
Well, then is that your retort?
That would be my response. Well, why wait 5 years?
Why not just do it now?
Let's just do it now.
You really think you'd say
In my mind.
that? Yeah. No one who's in the friend zone is going to say lines like that. They're never going to do it.
No, you're right. That'll never
It
come up.
never will come up. So the deal is the best they're going to get.
The deal.
The deal. and then you have to figure out, is it worth it? And
So the expiration date is the deal.
yes, if you're not blank by
If-
this time, we'll do something.
So this is more like a contract. in other
Yeah.
words.
You might want to get notarized and
I was
written
gonna
up.
say. But then what happens if they break it? Like I
Or
can't
you
enforce
do.
it. Yeah, that's
If they break it, then the contract's null and void. Then you've just wasted that period of your
I
life.
was gonna say, yeah.
But that's on you because you're in the friend zone. The friend zone.
It seems like the person in the
In
friend
friend
zone has like no option.
No.
It's like a no-win.
Yeah.
A Kobayashi Maroon.
Ooh.
Star Trek.
Nice. That's
Star
a good
Trek.
one. That's a good one.
Star Trek.
Kobayashi.
Which Star Trek?
All of them.
Star Trek 2, man. That's when it came out.
Well, yeah, Star Trek.
The best one.
Star Trek 2 or the new Star Trek 2 as well. But they also mention it in The Next Generation too. In one of the movies there as
Oh,
well.
Well, because Star
It
Trek
already existed.
2,
Yeah, no, I understand. But they mentioned it.
best Star Trek
You
movie
didn't
ever.
know, please. You just like Montalban's chest and his fur.
Autobahn.
Yes. Monty. We call him Monty up west.
Yeah, Monty. Yeah, sure.
Star Trek 2, the best one ever because his chest is showing.
No.
God! Okay.
So
It's Khan, it's Stella. See, Khan
No.
would never been.
no.
They changed the no.
Wilson.
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 Where was this a Wilson from?
Run, Force Run. Hey, it's from Castaway.
Oh yeah, Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson. My name's Foyt.
That is the longest movie
Oh, it could have ended
Ever.
3 times.
ever.
Like, oh, it can end now. He's getting off the other crap. It's still going. Oh, he's like getting picked up by the boat. Okay, now the movie's over. Crap. All right, he's gonna go back and meet his wife. He meets her. Crap. It's fun.
So what would you do if you came back from a desert island and they were?
I wouldn't go back.
Would you not go?
No.
You would stay on the island?
I'd
You wouldn't
stay
take a
on
chance?
that. No.
It's the same thing with the contract, though. Would you wait?
I'd be content hanging out with Wilson on the island.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to go back?
No.
Wow.
No.
All right. I would try to get that.
Because that was awful. What happened to him?
No, yeah. The whole thing was bad.
It was a kick in the stomach.
Yeah, it was. But again, that was unnecessary. I don't think it was needed for the movie. That was using a lot of psychology classes. That movie. Well, what do you do when you're alone thing, and how far are you willing to go, and all that.
Climbing the mountain,
Yeah.
falling off the mountain.
What I thought was interesting that never talked about was the whole fact that someone had been there before.
Was there someone there? Before?
There was a hangman's noose on the ledge. There was rope there. There had to have been someone there before at some point. But he never found the body either.
Well, I'm assuming on an island like that,
Yeah.
the animals would be eating it.
There's no animals. He's eating coconuts. There's no wild animals. Remember?
No, I mean like little insects and stuff like that, and
Yeah, but the bones.
crabs.
They would eat the bones.
That's what happened to Amelia Earhart. You never heard that story?
That's a rumor. She's still alive.
No.
she found Poseidon.
Anyways,
Well, hold on. Is Luke was Luke friend zoned?
by whom?
He was never in a relationship.
Who was he friend zoned?
By Leia.
Disgusting.
Hey, it worked in Dexter, but they were
Disgusting.
biologically related.
Disgusting.
All right, so the contract breaks the friend zone.
That's the expiration date, is what you're
That's
saying.
your expiration date.
So wait, so who initiates the contract?
It can't. It will. It's never the person.
from the person who's in the friend zone.
No, because
It's the person who is
now
creating the friend zone.
they can. You try that, but they're just gonna get laughed at.
Yes. I don't see that ending well.
No, ever.
Ever.
No, it has to be the person outside the friend zone, basically just throwing you a life vest or a life circle-y
No,
thing.
that's like giving a drowning man a glass of water.
Well, yeah, but the drowning man's still going to take it because he's thirsty. So let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm still no closer to understanding friend zoning and zoning.
Oh, getting out, there's no getting out.
There's no getting out. There has to be a way of getting out.
No. You know the way is getting out? Here's the only way to get
Okay.
out of a friend zone.
Hit the lotto?
No. Your personal...
I bet you if someone's in the friend zone, they hit the lotto, there's no such thing as a friend zone anymore. Like it's 375 million. I saw it. I check it. It's one number I know every week. It's what the lotto rolls over to.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. The friend zone is based upon situation. If the person in the friend zone never says anything, then nothing happens. So the one way to try to break out of it is to say something.
No.
However, if you say something, you could lose the friendship
Yes.
if it's taken badly,
Yes.
or you're rejected.
Oh, it could be like an explosion.
It's not going to be an explosion.
It could,
It could be pure outright direct.
It could be like that meteorite. Was it meteor or asteroid? I can't remember when it becomes a meteor or when it's an asteroid.
I think it's an asteroid in space and a meteor when it's falling.
All right, when that movie Deep Impact, it'd be like that.
Only emotionally. The utter devastation of the rejection of it all.
Oh, the hotter of the two.
Whoever is the hotter is the person who puts the other person in the friend zone.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
You think it's true?
In a lot of cases, it's true. Whoever is the less attractive one is automatically.
Newman did it.
Newman did it to someone.
Yeah, hot too.
See, there's a perfect example. There's reversal.
He broke up with the hot chick and Jerry started dating her.
No,
and he didn't know. Okay. He didn't know it was Newman's ex, and that like drove him nuts.
Newman,
you dated Newman?
Oh, awful.
She
stuff.
wasn't my
type. Awful. All right, guys. Let us know your thoughts on the friend zone.
And I'm gonna go see Wonder Woman. I still haven't seen any Star Wars.
You've been good.
Spoilers.
You've been good. Yes, he's gonna see Wonder Woman. I'm gonna try and see it this week myself. So we will talk about that sooner and later. We're probably gonna podcast over the weekend. Hopefully, get some recorded stuff, maybe BEQA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can get that done.
Yeah.
So follow us: YouTube, Twitter,
Facebook.
and
I am doing the Disney
marathon.
Dark Side.
You did
Dark Side.
Yes.
Dark Side Challenge is what it's called.
You actually
I signed up for it.
You did the duel.
Actually. The duel. Both events.
19.3
miles over 2 days.
So
I'm trying.
Again, I'm gonna be there to support him the whole way. It's a great thing.
Thank you.
So it's a good thing that he's doing that.
It's a family thing now.
Oh, is your mother and father pushing you along too?
Yeah, well, they're not pushing, but they're
encouraging.
Encouraging, yes.
They come back with
little
instead
of me working all those hours, and
which is not getting you anywhere.
And I'm like getting out there and being more
social,
physically active.
Oh, physically.
No, it's social.
He doesn't like people. He's not.
I like people.
Which people?
About
2 people.
Some people.
It's okay. He doesn't have to admit it, but we all know.
Wow, it is literally pouring sideways.
It's awful out there. Like us, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook.
This was an extended version.
This was a little extended. We started a little way, to be fair. If you're interested in having the audio-only versions of our live podcast, let us know.
Yeah.
We are
it's great to do while you're mowing the yard.
Sure. Or watching TV.
Watching TV.
Now we do have our 2 Nerds in a Show, where we watch an episode. If you go back through our podcast, we have a couple of them out there. You watch the episode with us. And
still want to do the unwanted commentary.
We should, but we have to do it the same way we did the 2 Nerds in a Show. The problem is we can't just film the show unless it's like royalty-free stuff, which doesn't exist. So you have to just play it silently and say, "Okay, we're doing unwanted commentary 2," and then just play it, and then we're just commenting the whole way through, and they have to watch it along with us. But we want to do something that's reasonably accessible. You know what I'm saying? Not that
something on the Netflix.
Netflix. It's the Russian. It's a Russian application.
Over. It's a red thing.
Yeah, it's a red thing. It's awesome. But yeah, we'll probably try to do one of those again. Half-hour shows, not the hours, because those are.
Well, what if it's a movie?
Or we can do a movie.
What if it's Wrath of Khan?
Oh, for God's sake. We had better things we wanted to do before Wrath of Khan.
Wait.
You're going to be snarky about your favorite movie?
No.
I am.
Why? It's the best
I'm going to
Star
tear
Trek
it apart. It's just as showing again.
2 and 6.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8.
No. 4 is the least Star Trek of all the Star Trek.
It's supposed to be the odd number ones that are the best ones.
I think it's the even numbers.
But
then it stopped. I think the 11th.
We've had this conversation like 20 billion times.
All right.
We know. We don't care anymore. Anyways, like us, love us, follow us, subscribe.
Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting.
It's an amazing show. You should watch it.
Oh my gosh.
We'll do Bob Ross angry.
Oh.
He has a hawk. He's like,
hawk. He was a falconer. He had a falcon on the show.
It's a great
thing. Amazing.
It's an amazing thing. Like us, love us, make sure. Let us know what you think.
Mr. Drummond from Different Strokes.
Oh, that's
Mr.
a poll.
Drummond. Good one.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
Like us, love us, follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Audacity. We are on there, so we do have some of our older episodes on YouTube, on iTunes.
Yeah,
If you would like to download it, we are going to start that back up soon. Pinterest is a great site. We don't use it much,
Go
but
down the rabbit hole. Though.
you'll get down the rabbit hole so fast. If you do want to support us, because we do like support, and it does help us.
This technology is really bad.
It's not really bad. It's just
really
not
bad.
great. It's okay. We're not professionals unless we're buying cameraman.
It's really bad.
Oh, for God's sake. Patreon account. We do have one.
Hopefully the sound's okay. We get a lot.
Sound's
of
been
comments
good. The sound's better. We are using the mic now in the actual webcam, so it's actually better sound quality. I've
cool.
listened to it myself, so whoever says it's crappy, BS. BS. Whoever you are.
Why?
If you will.
Oh,
All
you said it.